Hello and a warm welcome to Federal special program Capital Beat. Campaign for the second and the last phase of West Bengal polling is ending today, but it had its fair share of controversies. On the last day today, when the campaign ends, an obscene, vulgar poster of Mamata Banerjee was shared on the social media, allegedly by one of the BJP supporters, after which Abhishek Banerjee reacted and a complaint was filed asking for the IP address and the login name of the user. If you look at the BJP's campaign, Prime Minister in his rally at Barrackpore said, and I'm going to quote him, that from Moor of Bengal I sensed I will come again during the oath-taking ceremony of the BJP government. He said that after adjoining Odisha and Bihar, lotus will bloom in West Bengal this time. He also said that by abrogating Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, the BJP fulfilled one of Syama Prasad Mookerjee's resolutions. Now, 142 constituencies, the 142 Vidhan Sabha constituencies, will be going to polls on April 29th, which is the second phase of polling in Bengal. The big question is who dominates in these constituencies? Who seems to be more confident, whether it is TMC or BJP? Where are Congress and the left? All these are important questions to which people are trying to find out answers. Joining me this evening is Charles Nandi, BJP spokesperson from West Bengal. Thank you so much, Charles, for joining. We have Chandan Ghosh Chaudhary, who's the Congress spokesperson from West Bengal. Thank you so much for joining. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, Trinamool Congress spokesperson. Thank you so much. And we have a veteran journalist and political commentator, Shikha Mookerjee. Thank you so much, Shikha, for joining. And let me get in a perspective first from Shikha about these 142 constituencies which go to polls day after tomorrow. Let's understand the dynamics in these 142 constituencies, and then I'll come to the politics part. Shikha, how do you view these 142 constituencies? Who holds really the edge? Because little Matuas seem to be dominating in these constituencies. So, what happens to that? Who do you think seems to be dominating here?
Okay, actually, the Matuas constitute about a third of the constituencies which are going to the polls.
Just a second. Can I just request all the panelists to mute themselves, because I think there's some sort of a sound coming from elsewhere. Yes.
My sound is the campaign. It's about to end. Somebody's shouting outside.
Okay. It's a campaign. Fine. All right. Go ahead, Chika.
Okay, go ahead. So I'll try and drown out that, but I can't.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So basically, 142 seats, the Matuas constitute about a third of the seats. They have influence or are in the majority in about a third of these seats. Actually, not in about a fourth of these seats. And therefore, the Matuas are only a part of the story of the rest of the 142 seats, which are in South Bengal. South Bengal, if one remembers how it voted in 2021, again, how it again voted in 2024, though that was for the Lok Sabha, the South Bengal has been the Trinamool stuff. It is not the BJP stuff, except for that little Matua belt in Nadia district, in North 24 Parganas district, basically, which is along the border. There are a couple of other places along the border as well, one of them being South 24 Parganas, not much, but anyway. That being the story, the rest of how the rest of Bengal votes is going to be crucial in deciding who gets to who can claim power in West Bengal. Because if you look at how the BJP looked at it, and if you look at how the Trinamool looked at the first phase of votes, both the BJP and the Trinamool said we've got about 110 to 120 seats out of 152. So the remaining seats has to come from South Bengal. Now, South Bengal is not the BJP's domain except for in that Matua belt, and Trinamool is the dominant party in in South Bengal. This was so in 2011. This was so in 2021, it was so in 2024. So there's no reason to think that even if there is a decline in the Trinamool's popularity and there is a shift of votes, I don't know whether this is going to be on the landslide level that the BJP claimed had happened in the first phase in the other districts of West Bengal, which is north to west. So this phase is also crucial for another reason. It's because Calcutta is a part of the election. Calcutta, for whatever other reasons there may be, Calcutta is still one one territory that the BJP needs to capture in order to demonstrate its presence and its acceptance as the as a party that represents not just pockets of influence as in the Matuas or in districts which are Muslim majority, but in cosmopolitan Calcutta with a very large concentration of so-called Bhadralok votes, which is the upper caste, educated population that is far more influential than its actual numbers. So that's where the BJP needs to make this breakthrough. Whether it's going to be able to do so or not is going to be crucial for how it is perceived in the future.
All right, now let me just come to the campaigning part. And as it's ending, we can hear a lot of noise when Shikha was speaking. I'm sure the campaigning, because it's just 4:15, 5 o'clock, the campaign ends. But coming to you, Shubhankar, we saw an obscene, vulgar poster of Mamta Banerjee today, where Abhishek also has reacted. There's a complaint filed, and that poster is so obscene that we can't even show that. But Abhishek Banerjee has tweeted that this is how it starts: public rallies where women leaders are mocked, casual disrespect normalized on stage, and then the same mindset spreads into the ecosystem, turning into abuse, vulgarity, and targeted humiliation. What you see today is not random. It is not a one off incident. It is a pattern when top BJP leaders reduce a woman chief minister to mocking slogans. It sends a clear signal to their followers that dignity does not matter. The result is this disgusting, derogatory content being pushed openly. This is not politics. This is a deliberate culture of disrespect and intimidation. Bengal sees through this. Bengal does not accept this. I beg your pardon, Shubhankar, but let me take this question to Charles Nandi. Charles, is this a sense of desperation which I'm seeing in BJP when, on one hand, Prime Minister sounds so confident that he says that I'm going to be attending the swearing-in ceremony soon in Bengal, and on the other hand, the IT cell or the BJP supporters come out with an obscene, vulgar poster of Mamta Banerjee, and the party tries to talk about women empowerment and women enhancement.
First thing is that we have to understand that for BJP, Bengal polls are not just polls. It is something else for us. We are fighting a battle for civilization. To win, to save India, we have to win Bengal. Because to
No, so
to ensure safety,
are you trying to
to
say for all these
just
years Bengal has not had a civilization? Are you saying that Bengal has not had a civilization for all these years and you are saving
yes,
the country from never before?
civilization of Bengal is at stake. To save India, we have to win Bengal. Demography is being changed. We have to ensure safety and security of India. We have to ensure
No,
safety
but
and
I'm
security of
assuming, Charles, allow
Indians
me to
and
interrupt
its
you. Charles, allow me to interrupt you. You are saying that you're saving the demography. You've already done that by deleting lakhs and lakhs of voters' names. Now I'm assuming that there are no Ghuspetias. But even then, the Prime Minister
No,
and the Home Minister in their rallies talk about Ghuspetias. This I'm
no,
not able to
no.
understand.
SIR is uh, SIR has nothing to do with changing of demography. SIR, I'm not talking about here SIR. My issue is your second phase of elections and our issues. Our issues are very clear that we want to ensure that demography should not be changed. We want to ensure there should not be any illegal infiltrators to sneak into Bengal. We want to ensure that only Indians to vote in this election.
All right, now let me get in Shivankar. I'm really amazed at Charles Nandi's statement saying that we want to change the civilization of Bengal. I've not heard a BJP spokesperson talking about changing the civilization. Now, what is it that BJP? Why is BJP keen on changing a civilization?
I
Has
said,
Bengal not been
I said
civilized so
battle
far?
for civilization. I
Battle for
said battle for
civilization. Yes.
civilization.
Yes, you are okay. Fine, that's your interpretation. The battle for civilization. Respond to it, Shumankar, please. Battle for
To save
civilization.
India, we have to win Bengal.
Okay, to save India, one has to win Bengal. Trinamool Congress spokesperson Shumankar, please respond to this.
I'll wait till Charles Nandi feels that he has actually finished all his whatever he
No,
wants to
he has
say. He
finished.
should finish because
He
I
has
can give him
no,
the
he has
proper answer.
finished. I will not allow him to
Okay.
speak now. Shumankar, you respond,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Uh, I think I couldn't have imagined such a day when actually we would be discussing such kind of a point over here on a screen, and where we are discussing changing the civilization actually. And actually, Mr. Nandi is not wrong. This is the kind of mindset which the RSS has largely implied on the people actually over there, and that is what their people follow. What they have done till date is that they have that agenda in mind, and they have openly, if you go through the RSS manifesto, their major that is the main manifesto, you'll understand that they have that in mind. The very first thing, RSS have clearly said that they want to have a single vernacular language in all India, that is Hindi. Number one, that's in their agenda or not, you can ask Mr. Nandi later on. Second, the thing is, they are not ready to accept. See, Mr. Nandi is very clear about it. See, SIR has still not, it has not delivered the task of making Bengal infiltrator free, or in double inverted commas, Muslim free. It is the thing is that till the time there is a community Muslim, till that time, BJP can rant on the thing is that there are infiltrators, there are Ghuspetia in Bengal, and that is yet to happen. That will happen. That will happen because that is the only thing in the manifesto they are enforcing on in Bengal. Bengal election, BJP is playing on Hindu-Muslim card like it always plays in any of the state. And please understand, I don't have any problem with it. Go ahead with it. Till the time you think that you have satisfied your top leaders in Delhi, you can continue with that. But the thing is, boss, you're not doing any good to the Bengalis or the Bengal at all. The thing is, you're not bringing in any vision for a change in the system. If you say that, oh, I want to bring in, see, Mamata Banerjee's anti-incumbency is due to these policies particularly, and we want to change it. We want to bring in a better policy. We have a better idea of infrastructure over there. We have a other idea. Of course, you can always go on saying that industries are missing, this is missing, that is missing. This time, the discussion is about development, the discussion is about education, the discussion is about. So then you can have that in manifesto and you can actually proudly discuss it. But I guess I don't have words to discuss if you say that, oh, I want to change the civilization. We are fighting for the civilization change. Till the time it was that Bengal's demography has changed. Now we are fighting for the demography. And everything points to only one single thing, that it has to be number one. Only you just have one thing in mind, and that is religion, religion. The second thing is you have in mind that it should be double engine ki sarkar. We have our government in the state and in the center. Then only we'll allow you to develop. That is there. Third, then our ED and CBI, they will be put to rest. At least then the government will function over there easily at ease. So these things are so I guess these are all blackmail. These are not, you're not promising the public anything, and now it is being exposed. If despite of the fact, if the public are who, I don't know who is getting brainwashed and who all these dialogues are targeted to, you cannot throw out that poster. You cannot demean a woman over there, and you say that we are protecting the women's right, we want to come up with, we have the agenda of saving women over there. Sorry, you're not.
Oh, in
Stop
fact,
crime
Shubhankar,
against women.
Shubhankar, just hold on there. Charles, I wanted to come to you on this particular thing, this obscene poster of Mamta Banerjee. How can that kind of a poster be allowed? And we are told that it is posted by one of the BJP supporters. What is your response
First thing,
specifically on
first
that?
two, no, no, two issues are there. Your first issue, that poster, I have absolutely no idea whether it is done by BJP, because BJP does not believe in this culture. This culture is basically TMC culture. I don't know who has done it. We don't believe in this, and we don't support all this. Second thing, Shubhankar talked about Hindu-Muslim politics. Please understand one thing: BJP does not believe in religion-based politics. BJP does not do caste-based politics. Our religion means democracy. Our politics means development. Mamta Banerjee only indulged in Hindu Muslim politics. As Rahul Gandhi correctly said, and he attacked Mamta Banerjee, he blamed Mamta Banerjee for two things. One is neck deep corruption, and other is appeasement politics.
All right, now let me get in Chandan Ghosh. Chandan, how do you see the polling happening now in 142 constituencies? According to you, where is Congress? Where is left? And is left and Congress going to be seen in a dominant position here? Just unmute yourself, Chandan. Unmute yourself, please. Yeah.
It's already unmuted. It's muted from there, your side. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. The first thing that you have asked me, the question I'll have to really address from a little before, where we had the discussion. Basically, I just want to touch a single area where it can easily be, stopped for any further discussion, because it's going to have a full stop. Seeing the culture of Bengal has deteriorated such a way, a woman or even a man, it's not a question. The question is for election, how far these parties can really go down in the culture. And then we want to change the civilization. We want to change the basic culture. We want to change the entire, the environment and atmosphere and the political atmosphere at large. I have every condemn for this, and that much I can tell you. Second, as we have thrown around 142 seats, which are yet to be, voted for the for another 48 hours within. That is basically, the the kind of decisions the people are going to take. But one thing I tell you, as you asked very specifically, where Congress is, I can't answer about left. But again, yes, partially that would be true also, because as you think about the civilization, as it's said, the political civilization, then it is turning out to be where exactly the culture begins in the civilization of politics in Bengal. It is a pride of Bengal, it was rather, that the Bengal showed the way the democracy should be treated and respected. But ultimately, we had completely knew this moment by exposing our cultures in a way that does not protect democracy nor even the dignity. Neither it has got an iota of glorifying, the people's right of voting. One thing I tell you here, Nilu, that 152 seats are already gone for election, and then both the parties are claiming that they are and they have been reaching more than 100, and that's their own speculation. But it is very sure that the prime minister, in a capacity and chief minister in a capacity when these two personalities claim about the certain election results which are already due to come. It's very, very, pathetic, I believe, just because to influence the voters for the next spell of election, which is due for another, as you know, on 29, it is anti-culture, it's anti-democracy. Exactly this moment, having the publicity, if you are going to talk about the campaign part, but it cannot be ethical campaign. That is where I can tell you. You are specifically asking where Congress is. And I tell you, the Congress is not forming the government as it claims. Congress is where exactly this kind of civilization, where exactly Mr. Churl has tried to, explain. And I tell you here, the kind of democracy Congress wants that is established, the developing Congress wants, it has already shown the way in the first 30 years of its governance, and it has produced a chief minister like Dr. B.C. Roy, just a theme. It's an idea of a chief minister supposed to be. And the other party should follow, and that Congress has shown. So we are trying to attract people to vote for us or vote for those. Very simply, I tell you, vote for those who are capable. But if you can see them at all, they are in the dark. You
All right,
see,
all right,
14,
all right. I
I
think
tell you,
Charles wants to talk
I
about,
just finish here. I just
yes.
finish here, Nilu. You have already experienced 15 years of governance, and this is the fourth time for Mamata Banerjee to get elected if she is. And this is the 12th years plus that the central government is doing. Compare this to where is the combination? Is it only the tussle? Is it the log of it? And the people are going to suffer. This is what they try to make their democracy of civilization. Civilization is slow dying. I can tell you this, and that much I can tell you here in the first. Thank you,
All right,
Neil.
yes, Charles Nandi was raising his hand, so I'll get in a response and then go to Shikha. Yes, Charles, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, please. Yeah.
Yes, regarding Shikha's one point, she correctly mentioned is that Bengali Bhadralok of Kolkata. I can tell Shikha and my panelists that determination is already seen in Kolkata to be in the queues, flowing thick and fast. They want to beat unprecedented turnout of 93%, over 93% phase one vote. And I can tell you that second phase of Kolkata, I mean South Bengal, 142 seats that going to polls on 29th, we are going to see huge turnout and more than 93% because Bengal already decided to ensure Mamata Banerjee to become ex-chief minister. Countdown has started, and Mamata Banerjee and her government's lifespan is going to be maximum 168 hours. Mamata Banerjee is already deleted from the minds of Bengal, and her days are numbered.
Okay, so you're saying that Mamta Banerjee's days are numbered. Now, let me get in Shikha's response. Shikha, this
Yes.
is what everyone is talking about in West Bengal, that will or can Mamta Banerjee be dislodged? That is the million dollar question everyone is asking. According to the campaign you've seen so far, according to the crowd, the support, the narrative, what do you feel? Is it so easy for BJP to dislodge Mamta Banerjee? Or do you see the way? I mean, the confidence in the BJP leaders, especially Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah, the kind of confidence they are exuding, it almost seems that they are forming the government. And look what Prime Minister today said in Barrackpore. He said that I'm going to be here for the swearing in ceremony in Bengal.
Well, there is nothing else that he could say after having virtually camped here for 2 weeks. And Amit Shah did camp here for 2 weeks. So there's not saying that would be the ultimate sort of self goal that anyone can deliver to themselves. But let's go back to the 142 seats. What I'm looking at is the BJP's performance in these 142 seats between 2021 and now. The BJP strike rate in most of the in this particular part of Bengal has been about 13%. 13% of the seats that they have contested, they have won. So if you look at it in that way, then this is the toughest phase for the BJP, as it is the most crucial phase for the Mamata Banerjee, because this is her turf. This is where she keeps she has won and won again, and it's crucial if she's going to win a fourth time. So this is where the contest and its unpredictability gets most interesting, because uh, the BJP has had to not only pull out all its arsenal of leaders from across the country, but the Prime Minister and the Home Minister have been here for almost 2 weeks on a daily basis, trying to campaign to capture the hearts and minds of Bengal. Which would suggest that yes, as Charles Nandi very correctly said, winning Bengal is crucial for the BJP for the rest of its plans in India. Now, is the BJP going to win? That's an unpredictable question. Why? Because it depends on two or three perceptions. A, that anti-incumbency is a one-way street where it's only the Mamata Banerjee's 15 years of government which is under consideration and about which a verdict will be delivered by the voter. That's not true. The voter delivered a verdict about the Modi government in 2024. And that was not as popular a verdict as it was in 2019. The BJP lost 6 seats. So the BJP is going to have to fight that much harder. Whether it has fought that much harder is one thing, but certainly it has tried. It has certainly tried. The second thing is anti-incumbency therefore works two ways. It works against Mamata Banerjee as it works against the BJP. The second thing is SIR. Now, SIR is one of the biggest. If anti-incumbency is one issue, the other issue of almost equal weight is SIR. The SIR issue in this part of Bengal is slightly different than it was up in the Malda, Murshidabad, Kuch Bihar, Uttar Dinajpur, that area. The reason being that this is the heart of Bengal before partition and after partition. The Indian part of Bengal is right here. The pre-partition heart of Bengal was also right here. So this is where the idea of the SIR and whether everybody needs to be verified in terms of their citizenship, and whether these categories of voters that have been created, or people that have been created as a result of SIR,
Right.
that is going to play out in very sensitive ways. I mean, I'm looking at reactions coming in, and there are people who are actually campaigning from overseas, like they campaigned in the RG Kaur case, saying no vote to BJP. Why? Because of SIR. Why? Because people they know, their names have been deleted or put under adjudication or are hung up in these tribunals, waiting to be finalized.
Right.
Because these people are angry. They are passport holders, and yet they know
Right.
people or
Shikha,
have
I'll
relatives who are in the same
Right.
boat.
Shikha, I'll come back to you again, but very brief answers. I want Charles. I'm coming to you because I remember you told me that you have to go for another TV channel discussion. Now, BJP's
Yes.
president Nitin Nabeen was seen misusing the CRPF vehicle in Bengal. How does one justify that? Now, that is something which has
First,
become such a talking point on the social media. Now, will questions not be
first thing,
asked? Yes, Charles. Very briefly.
yes, two points I would like to make. One is that your security arrangement. If you see last message from CEC, uh, he said specifically is that this time election would be fear free, violence free, intimidation free, without any chappa, without any booth jamming, and without any sword jamming. That's what they are ensuring, detailed arrangement of security so that there is boy out as and bharosa in. That's what PM Modi specifically said. Boy out and bharosa in. That is one. Number two, Sikha
No, but
twice. She
no, no, no. Charles Nandi, just hear me out. But this is a gross misuse of the union government resources for elections. Accept that, please. Is this not a gross violation of the
How can you
misuse
say
of
that?
resources?
No, not at all. Because they have to ensure the safety and security of voters. They have to ensure free and fair election. They have to ensure
Okay.
the TMC Gundas, TMC Maha Jangal Raj does not affect your voting right. That's it. What is the problem?
No, but there are question marks on neutrality. Neutrality of elections. There
That
are
is
huge question marks on that.
that question is raised by Trinamool Congress, because this time Trinamool Congress voting machinery that ensures chappa, that ensures malpractice during the poll, that is going to be totally destroyed. That is why Trinamool is unnerved, Mamata Banerjee is unnerved, and they know that this time this is the last election. Mamata Banerjee is fighting as the chief minister.
Okay, let me get in a quick response from Shubhankar Bhattacharya and Chandan. Shubhankar, to you first. Yes, respond to this, please.
Neeluji, in this discussion only, the debate that we are having on panel, did you hear any? I actually didn't hear any logic coming from Charles. It's only the narratives. It's the narrative, the same narrative that the BJP is running. They said that the CRPF ban, if Mr. Nitin Nabin is using CRPF card, there is no misuse because they belong to the BJP only. It's not the resource of the country. It's a resource of BJP. The CEC, said all these things, fear free, this free, that free, and it was addressed to whom? The TMC. So they are actually the spokesperson. They are actually the partners of each other in this particular crime. This election is not happening as an election. When we say an election, we expect a level playing field. We expect a free and fair election. This election can be anything but free and fair. A part of it, Nandiji said that we don't use caste card, we don't use, we would never politicize religion, which is the blatant lie. You can see Nitin Nabin, using, there were people disguised as Sri Ram, Sri Hanuman and Sri Lakshmanji in front. They're joining hands together, asking for votes for BJP. The gods are joining hands to, for BJP, and they're asking people to vote, joining hands. So this is the kind of vision we have for the religion also. This is the religious vision they are giving. I have been in Ayodhya. I was there in Ayodhya at the opening in the opening ceremony. There were huge posters put up where Prime Minister Modi ji was guiding Sri Ram, to his palace. He is guiding. I am giving it to you. So this is the kind of
let's be brief. What happened in 2024, we all saw, we all discussed. That's a past now. Let's talk about 2026. Chandan, very quick comment. What do you feel about this last day of campaigning, the way it is ending now? What all the political parties have said? What do you have to say? And then I'll take a final comment from Syama Mookerjee. Yes, go ahead, very briefly. Yes, Chandan.
Yeah, I have nothing to comment further, but because the particular narrative is already said, where it goes that you can't voyage against, it is by the right of the constitution. The government cannot voyage war against the country, the people of the country. I can't understand, because that's the optics, and you must believe in that the Sajwa, the as you know, the warfare kind of, the demonstration. If you feel that the Prime Minister explains it for him, you don't have fear. Because you are fearing, that's why we are protecting you by the kind of, demonstration of this, what I mean to say, fear psychosis will run into your vein. Second important thing is SIR that we are talking about. It has a long controversies, and we have discussed about it also. So one SIR is not enough. You have to even demonstrate this kind of, the warfare to intimidate people. If the people are going to accept this and this is the way, accept BJP, the general common mass would always fear this kind of, as it is, and it's supposed to be. So it is where it seems that the Bengal election is at the age of the central government or the Indian government incarnation in BJP, and finally demonstrating their rights as they are having the privilege as being the central government. It is unfortunate, I tell you this.
All right, let me get in a final word from Shikha Mookerjee. We're already running short of time. Shikha, what would you really say to the second phase of polling, which is going to happen on 29th of April? And the campaign is just about to end in 20 minutes. Yes.
Well, I think it's going to be that the clash of the titans is going to be the heart of Bengal versus the idea of the BJP. Let's see how it happens, because this is very tense.
Right. So that was quite well put. Heart of Bengal versus the idea of BJP. Charles has already said that we are trying to change the civilization because we have to win Bengal to win India. Yes, Charles. Very briefly, Charles.
Very brief in one-liner. PM CM একসাথে উন্নয়ন হবে দিনে রাতে.
Can you explain this in English also? Many would not understand Bengali. Just say that one-liner in English. Charles, can you repeat that one-liner in English, please? Okay. I believe that PM, CM, everyone will get together and win Bengal for BJP. That's what I'm assuming. I hope I've got that correct, Shikha.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to act as Charles interpreter. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Fine. So let's wait then what happens on April 29th. It's going to be an interesting day. The polling takes place that day. And of course, not to miss the exit poll results that evening of April 29th, followed by the election day results. That is on 4th of May. Thank you so much. We'll have to end it here. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, Chandan Ghosh, Shikha. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.